Morning. Happy Friday. As promised, here I am. I'm going to talk to you today about selling your home with pets. Now, we know that you love your pets and they're like family to you. But when you go to put your house up for sale, there's other people who may not be as crazy about your pets as you are. There's a couple of different things to think about in the whole realm of selling your property with pets. When I started thinking about what I was going to talk about, I realized that the actual showing, my dog just while I was talking just walked over and lifted his leg on my plant. There you go. There's different things to talk about. There's actually the showing part of the all the tricks and difficulties that you run into with showings. When you have pets, there's a lot more that goes into it. You have to grab up those pets all the time and leave. I don't recommend putting them in a crate. We've seen it many, many times when you go for a showing. You take your buyers in, and the pets are in a crate. And that may be easier for you because sometimes there's a lot of showings, and it can be inconvenient. We just don't recommend if there's any other way possible to take them out. It can be a little bit daunting to people, especially people that are not animal people. So if it's at all possible, make sure and take them out of the home. That also means then that you are going to be inconvenienced. Sometimes it can be several times a day. So what I try and tell my sellers that have pets is to create a window of time. And now I always also want to make sure that you are as flexible for buyers coming in as possible. But when you have pets, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and you keep your window of time only when you're able to get the animals out in the evening when you get home from work. But that's your best way. And try and be as flexible as you can, as much and often as you can. But I do suggest that you take your pets out instead of leaving them in the crates, because sometimes people won't even want to look at the room that the dogs are in, which can be a little intimidating to a buyer. Now, back to my preparing your home for sale with pets. Some people are a lot more sensitive to animals being in the home than others. But and we all know that when you have pets, you sometimes don't notice all the smells. Do not be offended when your showing feedback comes back and says, "Oh, I smell dog. I smell cat." Don't be offended. That's an easy thing to say, I know, but sometimes our noses don't work like the buyer's noses, fresh noses coming in. So what I suggest is to bring someone in, an unbiased nose, so to speak, and someone who can be honest with you and say, "Do you smell pets in the home?" If they say yes, I would suggest consulting a professional, but there's lots of different ways that you can disinfect and deodorize your home. Hardwood floors can be a little tricky. There's a lot of great sprinkle-on products that I've found that sellers have used, where you would put it on there and you leave it there for a little while, and the scent, it kind of draws the smell out, and then you vacuum it up. Replace all carpets that are possible. Now, I don't mean wall-to-wall. Shampoo those very well. Try and contain your pets to one area of the home so that you're not constantly vacuuming. But that being said, you'll always want to make sure you vacuum. Nice, freshly vacuumed carpets, pets or no pets, believe it or not, make a great impression on buyers. They love to see those vacuum lines for some reason. So definitely freshly vacuumed. Make sure. That's fascinating. Here's what's happening right now. Let me show you. Just decided. Where'd he go? Climb up on the table. Pets, gotta love them. I Hi, Katie. Katie, say hi. Yep, on the table. So, you always have to be ready for what those pets are going to be doing. And selling is a little tricky when you have pets. But with a good plan, it can be done. Probably my biggest takeaway that I would suggest from this video is don't be insulted by your feedback. And before you even launch, before you even start your first showings, bring in that new nose that can be honest with you and tell you that they kind of smell pets. Then you can approach your problem and hit it head on and take care of it before it becomes part of your feedback. So if you have any other questions about selling with pets or buying a pet-friendly property, community, rentals, that's another pet situation. They're very difficult to find great rentals for people with pets, but we do it. So if you have any questions, you'd like to chat, you need our help, want to say hi, we're here. Have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. Stay dry. I think it's supposed to rain again. Take care, guys.